7:03 p.m. and we are starting the SPARC meeting. So the first thing is I motion to approve the July 28th meeting minutes.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Alright.
No.
And then moving on to our other agenda items. So the first thing to talk about is the Sykesville Cinema Flash Concert, September preparation. So the movie is going to be School of Rock, and the band is
Four on the Floor with Overdrive.
I already forgot. Four on the Floor with Overdrive. So as far as timing goes, we've been advertising the concerts as running from 5 to 7.
Yes.
The movie is at sunset, which is about 7:22.
Great.
Is that gonna be an issue with trying to set up?
Really
with
that early?
Yeah, I'm surprised too.
It's gonna depend more on how long it takes the band to break down.
That depends on how.
But at the last movie, Impact Church was still tearing down their stuff after we had started the ads and everything else, so it wasn't that big of an inconvenience to have the lights left on in the pavilion area for a little bit longer.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll choose to play in the. Usually we give them the option of playing in the pavilion or on the concrete thing.
If they're
So
playing on a concrete thing, that's
we can
gonna
just tell
be,
them to play on the pavilion.
Yeah, you need to.
Yeah, because then you can start getting set up.
Yeah.
And we'll just kind of block some space
And as long as we just avoid setting up the screen until last, then there shouldn't be any noise or anything. Like I wouldn't want the blower going if they're still playing.
Okay.
You start the ads at 7:22. Is that what you?
At sunset, but it's typically a
As
little
soon
bit
as
after
it's
because
dark
at
enough to
sunset
see
it's
the-
still kind of bright
Right.
actually.
Yeah.
So
Okay, I think it'll be fine then.
So can we just decide that we're gonna start the movie at 7:30 to give the band time to finish, do their last set, and then we start putting all the equipment up and start running the ads?
Yeah, I'd
And
say
Brian,
let's
wheel
start
everything
the ads
down.
let's start the ads at 7:30.
Well, you gotta blow up the
Let's-
screen. You can do that as soon as the band is finished, but I think
Yeah.
7:30 is a good start, just so
soon
that
as
we're
their
not
set's
interrupting
over,
them. Okay,
Then
good.
we can get the screen set up and going.
Okay, so I'll tell volunteers to get there at like 7,
And we
unless they
can
wanna come for the concert.
stage the screen and have everything ready to go, and then it'll just be a matter of flipping the switch and having a
Perfect.
couple of people there to get it vertical, and then, yeah, should be pretty easy.
I thought July's movie or August movie went so well, and we had like 175 people,
heard.
all police counted. The snack shack was hopping. I was really, really happy with August movie, really happy, really, really happy. So I hope we have a repeat for September, and with an early sunset, I feel like families can come and stay because it's earlier and little people don't have to get to bed when sunset's so late, so I'm looking forward to 7:30 start. I think that's good for families.
We might wanna just think about adjusting, when we're like making popcorn or hot dogs and stuff, like we might wanna start that a little bit earlier. It seemed like we
We
were
started
kind
it
of,
very early last time.
okay.
I got
Maybe
it,
I'm
Brian.
thinking of the
Maybe you plan on
last
doing
one,
that for the
yeah.
movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to serve do you want me to be there, Nick, for the concert? Because
I
I can
say
get
movie, I meant the
there.
band.
I
Yeah.
can get there at 4. We can get there at 4
You
and
would
do.
like to?
Yeah.
That'd be
All
a
right, so
long night.
that's all right. Then
Oh, and Chris,
about
this is
volunteers?
Jeannie. This is Chris.
Oh, hi, how
She
are
came
you?
to
Hi,
quickly talk to
Jeannie.
you. She wants to
Oh.
volunteer, so.
Well, I wanted to come to see what, this effort was all about.
wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. Okay, great. We'll talk.
Okay.
That would be awesome. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Mhm.
I can get volunteers for the concert and volunteers for the movies because I'm getting
Separate ones?
emails
Okay.
constantly.
Yes.
So this
I have
will
it.
fill service hours for 2 groups,
I've got more
or if
emails to
Jeannie
give
wants
you.
to help. Dominic already said that he would put the signs out for September.
Okay.
Billy, do you want to go with him or are you busy September?
No, I can help them out.
Great,
They went well last.
okay, super,
And pick up too?
yeah,
Yep.
Okay.
super. Okay, so I'll have volunteers get there at 4 for the concert and 7 for the movie, and we'll be set. Oh, good, that's gonna be a good night.
What about signs for the concerts? Do we have any that we can use?
Yeah, but they say Friday.
We have like a million
Did
we
concert
not
in the
change
park
them?
signs.
Did we get
What?
new
I
signs?
think Eric
We
put
modified
a
them for
sticker on it.
Saturdays, right? I thought.
I don't actually, they don't say a specific day, they say
Concert tonight.
tonight or something.
Yeah.
And we changed the time with a sticker. So
Okay,
they are not the prettiest looking signs, but they have the current updated information.
so Billy, can you and Dominic do concert signs and
They
movie
are-
signs?
They're white
How many
new
of
signs.
those do we have? There's very few, right?
There's like 200
But not
200.
good-
concert in the park signs. There's
Better get busy.
But one-
ridiculous
No.
amount.
How
of
many
them.
are there that Eric can modify?
There's like-
Oh,
Less
I
than
don't-
20.
Yeah,
It can't be that much.
but
Probably like 12.
as far as our
Teaching
stock
Billy
pile of
Dominic.
them, we've got some.
Alright, awesome. So then the other thing about this event that we should talk about is marketing. So we've got the flyers printed out, thanks
Thank you,
Jenna.
Jenna.
So my plan was to take some to the shops downtown and just ask them to hang them up somewhere, if you guys have any other ideas for signs.
I can hit our sponsors. Noah and I can do that
Okay,
tomorrow.
awesome.
We can take them down to the sponsors.
Can you put them on the thing by the garden over there?
I don't see why not.
We put one in the sign, yeah, the Main Street
The
sign.
billboard,
Mhm.
how do you do that?
It's open, you just stick it on there.
So do I have to take a push pin with me, or are there ones there?
There might be some there.
Just
Okay. I
There's
just wanna-
also the acrylic holders that you can put into,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, great. Okay, Noah and I'll take care of that tomorrow.
Or else I could run them down to the sign in the morning. I mean, I can do that if you want me to.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And then put them at the post office?
Absolutely,
Is that a good
Mhm.
idea?
yeah.
Okay. Got it.
And Jen, I know you had reached out to, is it a bank in Eldersburg about advertising? Did they ever get that?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I guess I need to let them know. I've been a little crazy lately, so, thank you for the reminder. I will contact them tomorrow,
Okay.
yeah.
Alright, so, I mean, that's all I had for Sykesville Cinema and the concert, the September one. Does anybody else have any concerns?
I don't have a concern, but I have a question. I contacted Katie Johnson from Norwood because we went through the second gallon of ice cream at the movie, and she recommended that we get a box instead of the tin cans because I wash it out and then have to take it back to her. She recommended a box with 2 flavors in it, so it would be $60 because she charges us $30 each for the gallon. So it'd be $60, and then we just use it for the rest of the movies, and I think that will fill us. And then we just recycle the box.
Okay.
Does that sound okay to everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we've been selling a lot of ice cream.
A lot of
right?
ice
Way
cream.
more than last
Okay.
year.
We might not sell as much if it's getting cooler out there.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. And we're getting milk and cookies and vanilla. Noah made that decision. I hope that's okay. I said, you pick. You're head volunteer in here. You pick. Okay. I will contact Katie and then pick that up the Friday before the concert, and that's when I'll grab the cash box.
Oh, I think if we have a lot of ice cream left over still by the October movie, to entice people to get ice cream even though it's a little bit cold, we should get some fun Halloween sprinkles.
We can do that.
That's a good idea.
That's a great
Yeah.
idea.
Alright, aside from sprinkles, do we need anything, any other supplies for the snack
Nope,
shack?
Noah and I went shopping after the August
Last
movie, and we're all stocked up. I just need to pick up the ice cream. Everything else is ready to go. And we cleaned up the mess of the explosion crush can. No idea how or why that happened, but we cleaned that up. Wasn't that gross? Yeah, so we cleaned that up, so we are good to go for September, and then we probably might need a couple things for, October. Can you put that in the minutes for me to get sprinkles for the October
I already
meeting?
wrote it.
Thank you very much, Sharon. Because I will forget between now and then.
Okay, so then, moving on to the concerts. Oh, well, with ice cream too, I mean, if we open the snack shack for the other two concerts, then that's two more events.
Mm-hmm.
So, the other concerts are September 17th, and that's here till Sunday. And then October 1st is Liberty Road.
Yes.
And all of them are scheduled for 5 to 7 p.m.
And I will get volunteers for them as well. Mm-hmm.
And we're just gonna kind of open the snack shack as normal, like for the movies.
So Nick, did you have any concerns with the concerts or anything else to talk about?
No. I'm not worried. Just waiting for contracts. I mean, it was, I booked them in February, and I told them not to rush, and they probably just forgot, so.
Yeah, it's possible. Did you get back in touch with them? Did they say they weren't in the mail?
I sent them a reminder today, just before I came here.
Okay, great.
And you too, they're pretty responsive, so.
Okay, good.
And then the last thing is the fall cleanup preparation.
Sorry. I need checks made up for, how do we usually do that? The week before?
Doesn't he have to contact Craig? And then
Yeah,
they'll be
yeah,
in
and
the
you just did
cash
the week
box.
before, but we need those contracts to,
To write
cut
the
those
checks.
Okay. There's a good chance I won't be able to pick up contracts
Oh,
with, not contracts, but checks.
they'll be in the cash box. I pick up the
Okay.
cash
Yeah,
box. I give
yeah.
you the
Alright.
checks, you pay the
but when
bill.
we create a PO for those the contract will be
Okay.
the receipt, I guess, like for the band, or for the PO.
And Craig will put them in the cash box, so you'll have a check for
You just have to remind
School of
him.
Rock. I will.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I drop it off and pick it up for the
Oh,
next
yeah,
one, I
yeah,
will.
that's good.
And then the fall cleanup preparation. Which it's bad that you put this here because I was completely not on my radar.
Well, Joe and I talked about it, we thought we need to start talking about it much sooner rather than the
Yes.
month before.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially if you guys choose things that you need supplies from Public Works from. So if you guys decide you wanna work on picnic benches, or you wanna, I don't know, anything that would require supplies from Public Works, if you guys make those decisions, I can give them a heads up and they can get what they need, whether it's stain or,
What needs to be done?
well, picnic benches and
What does
picnic
that mean?
tables.
What does that mean?
Cleaned, sanded, and stained.
Okay,
And I think the majority of them need a little love.
but yeah,
Which is another reason why we would want to start talking now, because we can start going out and doing some site visits and pick particular locations where we want to do it, if that's something you think you want to do.
I like that idea. I think it's great that there isn't as much trash anymore. I think that's a good thing. I don't think we need to be climbing down hills to find trash, but I like the idea of
Well, and we also
clean-
talked about keeping it
sprucing up
focused
the
in the
park.
parks themselves, not
Agreed.
kind of venturing out on roads and
Right.
different things.
I like the new bench at the bottom of the top trail on Calorama. That's a sweet little bench.
I mean,
And
I think our long-term goal is to eventually replace all the wooden ones with,
that,
well, the stuff that doesn't need to be cleaned and sanded and stained.
is that cemented into the ground?
I don't know. I haven't been up to see it yet.
Because I saw it and my first thought was, this could walk. Because the other ones were bolted into the ground.
I'll see what I can find out.
Okay. Is there discussion of benches at the splash pad? I think parents would be happy with that.
There's no discussions right now.
Okay,
But I mean, I would imagine after the
Right.
splash pad closes, we'll do a debrief and
okay,
what do we need and what worked well, that kind of thing. So I imagine staff will do some sort of debrief when it's over
okay,
or when it's closed.
okay. So then can we ask you and Joe or Public Works to find the picnic benches, and are we all in agreement to do the picnic
Sure.
benches as a project?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you'll, oh no, we're in August.
Yeah, it's
So our
already-
next meeting will be after the cleanup, right? So then that'll have to be done by email?
Is it really?
The
Yeah,
cleanup is
see?
I was
the
thinking we had one
same as the
more
So did
concert.
I.
meeting.
Say it again.
It's the same as date as the concert, isn't it? The 17th.
We gotta change that then, that's too much.
Remember, because we were
There
gonna.
was a
Yeah.
whole discussion about it.
There was.
Mhm.
About like you guys could manage it.
Yeah, but the band requested the 17th, so we had to change it.
So can we do park cleanup on the 24th, the following Saturday?
The reason I mean, it's up to
I
you
don't-
guys.
I don't know if I'll be available.
Because the
We have the
third-
rain date is September 24th.
Okay. Because we can't do the 10th, because that's a movie and a concert. 17th is a concert, and we have the 24th.
No, I can do the 24th.
I would say at this point, we should just plan on the 24th because it sounds like the other two options are gonna
Wasn't there a reason?
be kind of a no-go.
Well, I feel like there had to have been a reason why we chose the dates that we did.
I know, what was it?
So I think the 17th aligned with some national cleanup initiative.
Oh, yeah, I
And then we
remember
kind
that
of just try to work the
conversation.
concerts around that.
Yeah,
I'm fine moving it to the 24th.
okay, great,
Okay.
thank you.
I think that's good.
Yeah, that gives you guys
All right.
time.
I'll work with Derek on that.
And in
Okay,
regards to volunteers, we talked about this months ago. Nick had brought up using something like, what's this
I'm a
thing called?
genius.
Yeah, to kind of hold the volunteers a little more accountable. And especially if we have multiple locations, then it'll be easier to coordinate that way. So, I mean, I can set that up. I've used it before, it's pretty easy.
So
I
we
missed
need,
what you said. What were you talking about?
I'm using Sign Up Genius
Oh.
for,
Gotcha.
for volunteers.
What BSC uses for their big events.
yeah, so we need to wait, Alex, until Jenna gets back to us for locations of
Mhm.
cleaning of the picnic tables, and then sign up Genius away. And I'll tell all my volunteers to sign up on the Sign Up Genius.
We're gonna do like first come, first serve.
Agreed.
Okay.
There is a possibility that I will be late because that's soccer games. Or I might not be able to be there depending on what time Noah's game is, sorry.
Okay, so, I mean, that was everything that we had on our agenda.
Town updates.
I have emails.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Hold on. Unless there was. Does anybody have anything else in mind? I think I got spam, but I wasn't here last week, so I wasn't sure. Did anybody order like fabric something? I got an attachment
Fabric sign?
in. Did you?
No.
Oh, Eric.
Eric did.
Yeah.
Is it
Is part of
from?
the sign?
Is it from fatquartershop.com? Is that a legitimate business?
Doesn't sound like it.
I didn't open the invoice attachment because
You
you're
never
not
know.
smart to do that sort
Right.
of thing.
I'm surprised he wouldn't send email to himself to confirm.
Yeah.
I think it's poorly written and that.
I would not open
Yeah.
that
Okay.
attachment.
The main thing I wanted to talk about, I've been getting a lot of emails recently about safety concerns with the splash pad and then going from the splash pad to the playground equipment and then being all wet and slippery. And I've just forwarded those emails to the main towns.
Oh, so they've been going to Carrie
email.
then?
Yeah, so I
I'm
was
sure
just
Carrie's,
wondering.
I'll
if-
check with her tomorrow. I haven't heard anything about them,
Okay.
but I'll check with her tomorrow. I would imagine she's forwarding those to Joe and Derek probably,
Mhm.
so I'll check with her. You said there's been several?
There's been probably like 3, I would think.
Okay.
2 or 3.
Did they say there were injuries or just concern?
Just
of
like
injury?
minor, like I slipped and fell because there's no, grippy stuff on the playground steps or something like that. Minor things.
Side note though, related to that, should
And
we
that
have?
may be something that we look at for next year anyway, because we've had the opposite issue with kids coming from the playground down to the splash pad and their feet being dirty and tracking mulch, and it clogs up the,
No.
the
The
sprayers. So there may be something that, from both concerns, that we do something. I don't know what that would be,
No.
but
No, and the one thing, there
it's a
was,
playground, so I don't,
Exactly, with mulch.
Yeah.
Yeah, with little people.
yeah.
there was some kind of pipe or something that was leaking when we
That's
were
been
there for
fixed.
the movie, okay.
That's been fixed.
Yeah, cause it was just
It was
like
an old
creating
water
a
fountain.
swamp or
It's not even there anymore,
something.
but something underground.
Okay.
But they capped it off and fixed it, it's fine.
Okay, yeah, cause I was like walking by that and I was like, this is not just water coming
Yeah,
off of
yeah.
this.
I was- When I first heard about it, I was
splash
afraid it was a splash pad. They're like, no, it's an old pipe. So,
That happened the night of the movie?
pad. Yeah,
Didn't even know anything about
or maybe it was the day after when I took the screen back that I noticed it.
that. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, we
But-
also noticed a lot more trash since we put in the splash
Mm-hmm.
pad. It's been busier at the park.
Yeah.
I don't know if like more
Yeah,
trash cans would help.
there's only like, maybe 2 or 3 trash cans.
But the dumpster's right next to them. That big giant dumpster is right next to the splash pad.
Yeah, are the trash cans full or, I mean,
The
For
dumpster
the
was full
last
before.
movie, the one trash can that's kind of in the middle of the park that's not like right next to the splash pad was overflowing with stuff. And then the next day when I went to take the screen back and stuff, I was like picking up dirty diapers and stuff like from the parking lots and crap, so.
that's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
that's nasty. Hey, I wanted to throw something out there. The sign, or movie sign that's sitting at Springfield and Third Avenue? Oh, Brett,
Yeah,
okay. Doesn't look so great. I mean, first of all, it's hard to read,
mm-hmm.
and it's kinda hanging out there little.
So it's
little-
it's, it's already been earmarked to be replaced next year. We replaced the one that's on the way station. Derek got a new one, and then we thought next year we'll replace the other one.
Well, and I got an idea there. Have you ever
Okay.
anyone ever been to Irvine Nature Center?
Mm-hmm.
I've been, and it's in Owings Mills, really cool place.
Yeah.
Their sign that they have going into the entrance of their nature center is really cool. It's natural looking. They used like old logs, limbs or whatever. And then it's really just holding a similar type of a sign that we have between bungees. And so that it's a display that I think we should look at and maybe try
Okay.
to replicate in some way.
Okay.
Anybody be interested? I'll take a picture
I was
next
just
time
gonna
I'm
say,
by.
if you get a picture.
I was just looking for, I could find, but I'll take a picture and send it
Okay.
out to everyone and
Yeah.
get some
sounds cool.
thoughts. It's probably something we could build ourselves if we
I
wanted
like
to.
it. Okay.
Okay,
Don't look at me.
Yeah, we're like a brand.
man right there.
Alright, any town updates?
No, I really don't have any.
Okay.
I even double checked with Joe, and he's like, no, I don't remember everything.
That's a good
The
thing.
splash pad,
Jen, the splash pad, I think, the close date.
Said it?
You were gonna announce the close date for the splash pad.
Thought I did it.
I think you did before we started.
Yeah, before we start broadcasting.
The splash pad's last day will be Labor Day. The Tuesday following would officially close for the year, and will reopen the following Memorial Day weekend.
Perfect, perfect.
That's good. Alright, anything else?
Yep.
Good.
Just a question, we had 175 folks show up at the
That's
last
what
meeting.
the all police roughly counted.
That's great. Do we think that had to do anything to do with the advertising dollars that was put into it?
I think
Is
so.
that really the
90%,
difference?
Yeah.
It was,
Okay.
Eric mentioned something about that when he walked down and spoke with people, that they said that they were here because of that,
Mhm.
because of the Facebook post.
Mhm.
And many families, this was the first time they had been there because of that. So I think it was absolutely worth
Me
it.
too.
Absolutely worth it.
And if we already approved that for this upcoming month, or,
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
the rest of the season?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good
Great.
remember.
I didn't know that.
And will that cover concerts as well? Is that like a whole thing, or is it just movies? Because I don't understand how that works.
I think each booth is a charge.
Okay,
And I think I wasn't at your last meeting, but I believe they capped it at $100.
and
What you
from
guys
what
talked
Eric
about.
was saying was that unless somebody clicks through the ad, we don't get billed for it. So whatever advertising dollars you put on that, you only get charged if somebody actually clicks on the ad.
Okay.
But the other thing that I wanted to bring up was this raffle for giving away the DVDs, because we never really came up with a good plan for that, and I was kind of just scrambling at the last minute, at the last movie to co-opt somebody into standing by the food donation box, and then Chris had to run around and chase down some other people who had donated. So it's something that we don't necessarily need to talk about tonight, but something that maybe we should talk about offline and just kind of come up with a better system of how we want to do that to make it a little more efficient.
And I think that's certainly a topic you guys could do offline.
Yeah.
To figure out, I mean, you've agreed you're gonna do it,
correct.
and that's been documented, just how to do it, I think you guys can do that offline.
So will the Facebook bump work for the concerts as well, or did we just approve for movies?
So, like Janet said, I think it was just $100, so we'd have to check with Eric to see how much, if we have any money left, or if we use the whole $100 for the movie, the last movie.
But I think it will work for September, because can you put it up with the concert and the movie, and then would $100 just cover both events, because you're putting both on the same post? I don't understand.
Yeah, so if
imagine
he's
we
putting
could
this
do
on
those-
Facebook,
Right,
and then he boosts it, then this is what goes.
Yeah.
okay.
So you only
Oh.
boost specific events, not the whole page itself? Is that the way it works?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Our
Specific
specific
events.
posts.
Right,
Okay.
right.
But I think really Eric's the one
Yeah.
to answer these questions, because he's the only one with any
That
real
understands how
experience.
that works, okay. Okay,
Well done.
Anything else?
Well, I'll ask after we're done, because it's more just filling me in rather than an actual question.
Okay. And I motion to end the meeting, 7:32 PM.
Second.
All those in favor?
I